I need to eat more vegetables, which is tough because I don't know if you've ever eaten a vegetable before, but they don't taste good. And I thought this might be a good opportunity to, like, shock my system and just get used to having more vegetables up in there. Maybe, like, stop thinking of them like they're a chore and start thinking of them more as food. I've decided that for the next 6 months, I will not be eating any meat. Not be eating any meat. Not be eating any meat. I forgot about Thanksgiving. Now, when I said that, I obviously forgot that I have a moral obligation to try something stupid every Thanksgiving for reasons that I don't fully remember. So I figured I'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone by actually killing no birds. That's a dumb joke. I have prepared a bounty of research, and today I will be trying these 4 options of various meatless Thanksgiving dinner options. How am I gonna do these? Let's do them in alphabetical order, right? Because then it'd be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. I don't like that. We're just gonna go from my left to my right on what I currently displayed right now. First up, we've got Tofurkey plant-based roast with wild rice stuffing. Tofurkey is something that I heard about because every year PETA does a whole thing where they like try to get a city somewhere in the world whose name is Turkey. They try to get it to like change to the name Tofurkey for the week of Thanksgiving. So that stunt has in fact been a very good advertising campaign for Tofurkey. Also, I have learned that Tofurkey, I thought was a generic term for turkey that's made out of tofu, but it isn't. It is in fact a brand name. It is a very specific thing, and Tofurkey doesn't just make turkey, they make meatballs and hot dogs and deli ham slices. Etc. In addition, I also got this plant-based savory gravy, and it feels like every time I say that out loud, my head wants to say savory gravery. I don't know if this goes with this. I don't think it does. I think this is for potatoes, but I'm going to make it anyway, because I got this little guy and I want to use him. He's the gravy boat with a little turkey, and as you can see, he's drinking a beer. I think that's an or, but fuck it. I think that's a little beer. He's guzzling away on a chill evening on his little boat.
That just smells kind of like soy sauce. I hate this part, I hate this part, I hate this part.
Alright, so according to the Tofurkey box, we are about to start a new tradition without even trying. It also comes with a little story, or a poem, an essay? I don't know. Yum for all. Holidays are about getting people together. Our plant-based main dish was made with just that in mind. A savory blend of wheat and tofu, our roast is filled with a flavorful wild rice and breadcrumb stuffing, ready to be basted, roasted, carved, and devoured by the whole posse. It's good for our animal friends, good for the planet, and good for a sandwich the next day. We're gonna try these as separate components here first. Now this one also has sort of a bread rind, kind of like they're doing a Wellington thing, but it's very, very thin. It's less of a rind and more like a crust. Oh, that's crunchy. The flavor of the Tofurkey is not that bad. It's pretty solid, but the rind I can do without. All right, let's try the stuffing now on its own. The stuffing kind of fucks, actually. It's pretty good. That's pretty solid stuffing. If you remember from earlier videos, I hate stuffing. I think it's bad. I think this one is much better because it's heavier on rice than it is on bread. I really don't like all the breadiness of stuffing, so the rice really helps it feel better. All right, now let's try a little bit of the turkey with a little bit of the stuffing. See how they work together. That's actually pretty solid. They complement each other really well. In fact, actually, the stuffing is the best part so far, and it's made the rest of the turkey taste better. Try a little gravy. The gravy just tastes like thick soy sauce. It is weird that we call gravy boats. Like, I get why, because they are shaped like a boat, but boats are supposed to float on the liquid, not contain it. All right, let's try these all together now. Oh, I didn't prepare for spillover. I should get like a plate or a napkin or something for this. Oh, wait, I should probably mention the gravy has its own little essay. Holidays are about getting people together. Our plant-based gravy was made with just that in mind. Pour it over our roast or mashed potatoes. Get weird and put some on the pumpkin pie. We won't tell. Not really sure that their opinion of my eating habits was really my main concern when putting gravy on pumpkin pie. Like, what do I care about you? You're a company. I feel like I'm more concerned about the opinions of my friends and family. Who are they not going to tell? If I put it on the pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving dinner, everyone's gonna see. So obviously I'm gonna be okay with the reactions of everyone who I've invited to Thanksgiving, which is going to be the people whose opinions I care about the most. Who are you not going to tell? Oh, the gravy really helps the whole arrangement. So this is at its absolute best when you're eating all of the components together at once. The stuffing, the turkey, and the gravy all together, which is really good. I'm leaning on the better side of okay. Like, it's not perfect, but it is really, really solid. I give it 4 out of 5 turkeys. That's gonna be my rating system today. I think even better than a number-based system is like, do I want to finish it? What do you think of this? You don't want to? I guess I wouldn't want to eat imitation human meat. Well, I wouldn't say no. I don't know if I'd enthusiastically say yes. But I wouldn't say no.
What they use as their base testing sample?
Human. I do think as a unique object, it's pretty solid. But if you gave this to someone and told them it was turkey, they would not believe you. It doesn't feel like turkey in the mouth. It tastes vaguely like turkey, but it tastes less like something that's turkey and more like something that isn't turkey was seasoned the way you season turkey. The best part's still the stuffing. In fact, I think I just buy the stuffing on its own. Anyway, moving on. Number 2. We've got the plant-based field roast, hazelnut and cranberry plant-based roast. With field roast, I had a decision to make. There were 2 different options. They had field roast celebration roast and field roast hazelnut and cranberry. Well, I thought the better decision initially was to go with the celebration roast, the more generic one. That way it would be more scientific and I could more directly compare them. I didn't want to do that because this is my video and I didn't want to do that. I figured it'd be better to throw in one fun little wild card. And our fun little wild card is going to be hazelnuts and cranberries. Let's make a hazelnut and cranberry plant-based roast crafted with rosemary and ginger wrapped in a flaky puff pastry.
That's loosely covered with foil, right? I mean, how loose is loose? Like, do I have to cover this? Gather. I hate this part.
Next up, it's the hazelnut and cranberry plant-based roast, which, according to the obligatory bio, says, a sweet celebration. Our hazelnut and cranberry plant-based roast is crafted with rich hazelnuts, sweet candied ginger, and fragrant rosemary for a satisfying and bold flavor profile. It's seasoned to perfection and wrapped in a flaky puff pastry, ideal for holidays, personal celebrations, or Sunday indulgence. Discover a world of flavor. Oh God, the flavor. Oh God, there's too much. It's too much flavor. It's everywhere. We'll do what we did last time. See if we can have just the puff pastry on its own. I like it. It's sort of flaky. It's kind of buttery. That's good. That's good stuff right there. And now just the turkey. Yeah, it definitely has the texture of ground meat rather than sliced meat. So if you're going for this one, you kind of have to not think of it as an imitation of a roast and more of an imitation of like a meat pie. Like ground meat seasoned in a puff pastry. I just described the thing it is. I'm not getting a whole lot of hazelnut, and I didn't get any cranberry, except here's a cranberry right here that's just like right in the middle. I feel like while this is definitely better meat than the Tofurkey, the overall flavor profile I don't think is quite as good. But it is good, and you know, actually, I don't know. It needs a better distribution of cranberries, because once you get a cranberry with the meat and the puff pastry all together, it's really, really, really good. This is better. This is better than the Tofurkey. But it's not the best version of itself. If it were going to be the best version of itself, there would be slightly more cranberries. Slightly, not a lot. That's me admonishing a hypothetical version of the people at Field Roast who took this note and they took it too far and made too many cranberries. No, it just needs like 5% more cranberry. But I'm definitely gonna have no trouble finishing this. Oh no, huh? Alright. The puff pastry just tastes better than whatever that weird rind was on the Tofurkey. I give it 6 out of 7 mashed potatoes. Moving on. Time for number 3. We've got the Gardein plant-based turkey roast, or turkey roast. Turka roast. I have no idea how you pronounce this. This looks like it's got more stuffing, actually, if you take a look at the picture on the front. It looks like the ratio of stuffing to plant-based turkey substance is going to be higher on the stuffing. I'm not looking forward to that. I feel like I still kind of want more of the meat. Actually, I guess it'd be more of the meat, because we're not allowed to have ease. You also see it has 2 gravy packs included. So obviously me picking gravy to use with the Tofurkey was the correct decision, because obviously these require gravy. I've had a couple of Gardein things before. Gardein makes some chicken tenders, or I guess chicken tenders, that I think are pretty good. They're really easy to overcook though, so I did a bad job cooking them, but once I got a handle on cooking them for a little less time than the instructions told me to cook them for, they turned out to be really good. But it required me not to listen to Gardein's instructions. I guess Gardein is good at making things, but not good at telling you how to cook them. You've got to work that one out on your own. I'm kind of hoping that isn't the case with this, because I'm going to cook it according to the directions they gave me, and if it turns out to be overcooked, we're going to assume that that's a Gardein problem.
I hate this part, I hate this part, I hate this part.
See if we can just get like some crust up in here first. Just a little bit. Although the crust also is like the entirety of the turkey. That's like all it is. That's it. It's all stuffing. Let's see what happens when we get more of the stuffing in here. If the stuffing is going to be this big a percentage of the whole situation, then I assume that's because it's like the entree. It's the best part, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Let's just get the stuffing. The stuffing just on its own. Oh god, it's just a bunch of mush. That's what I don't like about stuffing. I don't like that it's all just a mush, and you've reintroduced mush into the equation. The thing I liked about the Tofurkey was that it was a wild rice scenario. Like, it was practically a side dish of rice that they had just put in the turkey, and it was delicious.
This is nonsense that is being used to fill out the turkey. And that's all it is. It's filler. It's filler. The turkey isn't good on its own. The stuffing isn't good on its own. They don't work well together. No part of this works, and no part of it is even remotely up to the task of being food at all. I do not want to continue eating this. The turkey is dry, which is, I will admit, a common problem with, like, be-meated turkey. But why did you recreate one of the biggest problems with turkey while not recreating the flavor or the texture or the general good time that comes from eating it? No part of this was enjoyable. And I haven't even gotten to the gravy yet. How's the gravy? Gravy is actually not that bad. That's pretty good gravy. Let's just coat this thing in gravy. The gravy's the best part, but it didn't save it. This one is well, it's not a mistake, because that would imply that they tried but failed. They didn't try and fail. It tastes more like they didn't try. It's an excuse, is what it is. I give it 1 out of 10 cranberry sauces, and that 1 is because the gravy is not that bad. Everyone involved behind this thing's creation should be personally embarrassed. They need to go back to the lab and work out something that is at least passably okay. I don't want to be mean, but I am deeply upset and a little offended that I paid money for this. Money I can't get back. I do not wish to eat the remainder of that loaf, and I don't believe I will be finishing this slice. Moving on.
Here, just take some money. Stop complaining. You didn't pay for it now.
This is $3. I'll just be taking this driver's license. And maybe, I'll take the Vaughn's Club membership as well.
And finally, I attacked myself with that one. We've got Vegetarian Plus. It's a vegan turkey roll. It's imitation turkey with a vegan cinnaberry glaze. It simultaneously looks the most exciting and the most generic. I guess that's just kind of Thanksgiving for you, you know? Like, you're not looking for anything exciting. It's Thanksgiving. It's the worst holiday anywhere. You don't need me to go on this whole rant. You've heard me do this every year up until now as well. Thanksgiving sucks. Let's eat some cinnaberries.
Oh, it's pretty easy.
Okay, so first thing I'm gonna take off the little string. I don't think I'm supposed to eat the string. It's got a certain blobbiness to the texture. Like, I like the flavor a lot. Of all 4 things I've eaten tonight, this is the one that tastes the most like tofu. Let me check. Is it tofu? Because it tastes like tofu. Water, textured soybean protein, soybean oil, soybean, yeast extracts. Isn't soybean protein essentially what tofu is? I think that is. So I think it is basically tofu. And this tastes the most like tofu. Or rather, it has the same mouthfeel as tofu. It feels chewy. Chewier than turkey should be. So I think it's a pretty good flavor, but I don't know if it's the right flavor. Yeah, it's good flavor with a weird texture. Now let's try the cinnaberry on its own. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. I like that a lot. You know, it adds something to it, too. This is good. The cinnaberry is really solid. This is a good one. I think this is probably my second favorite. If I were to rank them, I would say it goes field roast, then vegetarian plus, then Tofurkey, and then really, really, really big gap, and then a second really, really, really big gap. And then I would think about putting the Gardein there. I'm surprised at the kind of tingly, burny sensation that's still going on right now. It is canceled out by some of the cinnaberry glaze, so I would recommend using more cinnaberry glaze than I did. I give it 88 out of 100 pumpkin pies. That's you. Yep, that's it. And that's Thanksgiving. Did you have a good time? He's very upset. Did you have a good time? Oh, he's fucking pissed. All right, well, that's dinner. But I've got one more surprise. Ugh. I still have more from Salt and Straw. This year, they've come out with 2 new flavors, and as a fun little twist on the old format, I don't know what they are. Anyway, I had Liv write down the new flavors on a sheet of notebook paper, which I then took into the local Salt and Straw, gave to the cashier, and had her put them in this bag without telling me what they are. I have no clue what they are, and I'm gonna see if I can guess. Actually, Liv, you're over there. Do you mind picking out what the first one is? Okay, Liv has selected this one to go first. I can see I'm like looking right up in the corner to make sure I don't even catch the label on the camera. In fact, you know, I'm just gonna hold it over here. I'm gonna cut to an image of the pint so you know what it is, but I don't get to know what it is. Okay, so looking at it, it looks brown.
But not as good as brown.
Oh, that's pretty good. I'm getting like an apple cinnamon situation. Like, it's definitely got some kind of cinnamon thing going on. And it's got like a bread. Actually, this is delicious. Normally I eat these kind of ironically. I would just eat this. This is delicious. I'm gonna say like an apple cinnamon crumble. Liv is shaking her head. It's not an apple cinnamon crumble. And it's not like a cinnamon oatmeal, like a maple. Like there's maple in here for sure. Liv is shrugging. Yeah, give me a hint, Liv.
Side dish.
It's a side dish.
Dessert.
Not a dessert, really? This is a good one. Because if it is a side dish, it works really well in the ice cream. It's got a maple situation. All right, what is it? Sweet potato casserole, and it's vegan. It's a vegan sweet potato casserole. I would never have, in a million years, have guessed sweet potato. Though it makes sense, the brown sugar. I can see why the brown sugar's in there. I would not have guessed this is vegan ice cream. 100%, I would never have guessed this is vegan ice cream. Surprising, I don't taste any marshmallows, and I feel like marshmallows are a fundamental aspect of, like, sweet potato casserole. Are there any? I don't see marshmallows here on the ingredients list. Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm gonna actually finish this. On a scale of will I eat this to I'm done after the video, this ranks yes. There you go. That's my rating for the sweet potato casserole vegan. Good damn. Do you want some?
Later.
Later? Okay. Liv picked out the first one first, and she made it very clear that that was the one I needed to try first. So I'm assuming that that means this one is probably some kind of a dessert or something that would really help solidify why it needs to come last. Or it could be that it's a really weird one and it needs to come last because it has the best punch being last. I don't know. I'm gonna edit in what it is right now so that you know, and then there can be dramatic irony. Okay, once again, it's brown.
Brown? That classic brown. Ice cream flavor brown?
And it looks like it has maybe some kind of bits of carob or chocolate. I say carob instead of chocolate because it's a little flakier than chocolate normally is. Woo! 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 What is that? Okay, damn. Oh, that is... It's strong, whatever it is. Ooh! Damn! It's sharp. I'm gonna guess it's some kind of gingerbread thing. Because it's a little molassesy. And it is sharp ginger flavor. And I don't dislike gingerbread. I like gingerbread. But when you're not expecting it, it can attack the ginger and molasses. I will say, actually, the more I eat it, the more I like it. And I think it's just I wasn't prepared for the attack. But then when you're ready for the attack, you get used to it, and now it kind of settles in. Also got a coffee sort of situation to it. I believe this was some kind of a Java thing, although coffee isn't really a Thanksgiving flavor. Overall, Salt and Straw's 2024 flavors, at least the 2 new ones, are the best new ones yet. These are actually good flavors. Now, beware, whatever this one is, it does attack you, but if you're ready for it, it's pretty good. What you got, Liv?
Before you find out what it is, which flavor would you hope this one's replacing?
Ooh, that's a good question, because I don't even know what the 3 returning flavors are. Okay, well, this isn't turkey, so I'll guess that the turkey stuffing is coming back, came back. I loved Parker House rolls. I hope Parker House rolls are still here this year. There was also Rishikesh Hirway's Mom's Mango Pie, which I didn't like that much. I thought that was fine-ish. I didn't think it was great. Mom's Mango Pie, and there was a pumpkin pie one that I thought was okay. But that was the vegan one, so I know the sweet potato casserole replaced the pumpkin pie one. If this is like gingerbread cookies instead of Mom's Mango Pie, I think I'd be okay with that. Okay, tell me, what are the 3 returning flavors?
Parker House rolls. They'll never get rid of that one. That one's too good. Sweet, turkey stuffing and cranberry sauce.
Oh, yeah, all right.
And Hirikesh's mom takes the cake or pie once again.
Which means that it's replacing, what were the other 2? What were the 2 I had them last year?
Ones that were replaced were cheesy potato casserole.
Okay.
So, I guess that's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
This replaced pumpkin and ginger snap pie.
I forgot about that one. Pumpkin, okay, so it is another ginger snap situation. But I do think that, if I weren't blind tasting this, I probably would have liked it initially. Because now that I've had some bites, I really like it. This is, without a doubt, the best year for Salt and Straw's new ice creams for Thanksgiving. I do wish that they had replaced some of the other ones. Salt and Straw. Couple of notes. First of all, Mom's Mango Pie. Mid-flavor at best. Look, if you want to keep it around, if you've got like a contract with Rishikesh Hirway or something, fine. I guess it's not dragging it down, but it is not that great. Second, you gotta figure out what the turkey one is. Like, I get it, you have to have an entree, and I know that turkey is a rough flavor to work with ice cream, but you gotta sort out what it is, because you are 0 for 2 on that one.
Carol liked it year 1.
Carol liked it, that's true. Maybe Carol's just the audience for that one, and I'm not.
You're not gluten-free.
Yeah, she's gluten-free. Alright, that's what I gotta say. Figure out those 2. Keep these around, though. These are good. Both of these this year are very good. And you know what? I haven't even looked to see what this one is yet. But my final guess, if I were to put money on it, would be, like, gingerbread cookie or something. Pumpkin spice tiramisu! There was coffee! There was coffee. It was tiramisu. Oh.
How do you pronounce it?
I think it's tiramisu. Oh, wow. Yeah, I could eat both of these. I could go to town on both of these.
You see why I thought this would be a good year.
Mm-hmm. Do you want any of this?
I don't know.
Do you want any of this?
Of what?
This is pumpkin spice tiramisu.
It's got a little bit of bite to it.
See, it's got a little bit of bite if you know what it is. If you don't know what it is and take a bite,
It's a lot.
it is a lot because you're surprised that it has any bite.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But what's weird is if I had eaten this and then saw my initial reaction, I would have been making fun of myself for reacting as strongly as I did. You don't really know how much is attacking with a blind taste test. I think I'm going to do the blind taste test again next year. This was fun. And that's it for 2024. And before we go, I would like to say that it means a lot to me that you've shared these last 3 years of Thanksgiving with me. If I could just be candid for a moment and share something really important to me. I'm still really pissed at DiGiorno. I went to the store and they had an advertisement for the pizza on the refrigerated section, like it was just right up there on the aisle, and it said limited time only Thanksgiving pizza. They're selling it again this year, but you want to know something? It wasn't anywhere. It wasn't anywhere in the store or online. If anything, it is harder to find now, despite them making it appear as if it's easier. They need to stop this nonsense and sell that fucking pizza!